So we just approved the minutes, started at 7:01, and the next agenda item is the finance report. Linda.
Okay. The business checking is $3,213.57. Business savings is $2,014.41. First CD is $2,091.87. Second CD is $2,087. Third CD
Wait a minute, any cents?
no,
Okay.
$2,097.99.
All right.
That sounds like 11 grand, roughly.
I didn't total everything. I can do that really quick.
Here, I can just slide this over. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Fits.
Musical chairs. There was 6 plates. I don't know where the 6th one. I'll get another.
That's a sausage.
Thank you. Oops.
You got the double.
I'm waiting to have cataract surgery, and these are not.
I don't know. All right. Any questions about the finance?
Do you want a total of accounts? All accounts?
All right.
Yeah.
11,700 and wait. I forgot what I put. No, 11,500. No, never mind.
You can add it up partially.
8.11. Oh,
No. I'm missing something because it's too tiny.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't need it really. All right. Any other questions regarding the finance?
This is all we've got, right? There's nothing coming in.
There's nothing coming in. The only thing we got that came in, and I got it in here as not a receipt, but a notice that we got it. So we got $250 withheld for dumpster day until we did it and proved that we did it. They sent me that check. I deposited it. So you may have. It should be in there already.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just didn't go through that. Okay.
Yeah,
250. Let me just,
that probably happened in March.
Okay.
I just want to close the loop on something from last week's meeting minutes. It was around reaching out to Michael
Yeah,
to
I'll
talk
ask
about
about
that,
that.
and then also to share application inputs that you did already do. So you shared with the board what the application looks like. I know it was probably annoying to do, but then was there any outcome from the chat with Michael? Or was there any
About
chat with Michael?
getting funds.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
why we got stuff?
They know about it. They don't understand why we didn't get any money or even a partial. They'll look into it, but I guess Beautify San Jose is pretty strict now. They got rules, and they said if you don't meet the timeline, boom, you're out. There's no forgiveness.
The deadline is closed.
Yeah.
That deadline?
No. Yeah. So the deadline for us is closed. We're not getting any funds, but I'm just saying that they're very, very strict now.
No exceptions.
Yeah.
All right.
So
were they less strict in the past?
yeah, Ken Podrzek. Once you got to know him, he was a breeze to work with. He was an encyclopedia of rules and stuff, and you just go in and go, yeah, don't worry about it. We can do this and this, and he just knew it inside and out. And then I'm assuming he had a heart attack. He was way overweight.
You guys died?
Yeah, I think he had a heart attack. Yeah.
Go to his grave. Yeah. We're all so
So, but just to show you an example, so I get nominated as treasurer of D6, the Neighborhood Leaders Group, because I filled out, because nobody was going to fill out that stupid form. And what they were going to do is they're going to charge us all like $50 to cover insurance in the website. And I'm like, I'm not paying $50. I did a quick thing and I wrote it all up and I got them $1,000 to cover bills, right? So I was like $200 for website and $200 for the insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what we're doing, so I just put community events, and I asked for another $600. They're withholding $600 until we explain what community events are. We're not getting the money. I'm like, all right, well, I'll let you know once I know.
Dumpster day?
Yeah, that could be for them, they won't do a dumpster day, but for them, they'll probably have a big all
Like
hands.
all, yeah, open
Yeah.
house kind of thing.
Yeah, where all the neighbors get together, all the neighborhood leaders get together, and they'll probably provide food. Like the last one we went to was over in District 7, I think. They had Indian food. It was really good. And but I caught a cold there, right? The person next to me must have been sick, but for a week I was out. Lost 6 pounds. That's good. All right, let's get to it. So no more on. So the next one,
Just on the Mulcahy thing. He knows he's gonna speak about that at our meeting? Like about what happened? Because we gotta tell our base, if you will, that we don't have any money and we're gonna start dipping into our funds for
oh yeah.
food and the rest of it. We gotta let.
So here's
the
okay.
community know.
So let's jump to the next one because you're kind of
Right, okay.
you're leaving me
I'll,
into.
I'll wait.
So I called up. I talked with Michael Mulcahy's team and the mayor's team, and I said, okay, this is the first. I need to know what's going to happen. And so what's going to happen is the mayor's going to go first, and he's going to do 20 minutes on just the budget. Here's my plan. He's going to do like another 20 or 30 minutes on Q&A. People, and after that, it's going to be like 10 to 15 minutes because people are sending me emails saying, I want to talk about the accident. We had this big accident.
Yeah.
Two people almost, yeah. And then there's 826 Winchester. They want to talk about that. So both Michael Mulcahy and so what I'm going to probably do is bring, they're probably going to switch back and forth between Michael Mulcahy and the mayor on the accident and what happened. And also Captain Tran's going to be there in case you need police insight on how to deal with this in a legal way or whatever. So we got our bases covered for that meeting. But I asked the mayor, mayor's aide, I said, hey, we didn't get any money. Can you kick us over some? And there's a rule that they won't give money towards food because they don't have insurance to cover in case someone gets sick. I said, yeah, but we got insurance. And if we did like you got insurance.
Of course.
And they said, well, we're not taking that chance. So neither Michael Mulcahy or the mayor are going to give us any money. So that's how it goes. But on a side note, I called up our old friend, Lily Tomeo, who's a realtor. She said she would do another ad with us. That's like $200. I said, all right, cool.
So she's gonna give us money so we can get snacks.
Well, I think we'll just do it.
We'll
probably
still do food.
yeah.
Still do food.
I'm hoping to keep it
sandwiches,
around $1,000 bucks. Maybe it's okay if we run out of food now because I'm going to explain. Hey, we're short on funds. But if you don't get here early, I'm sorry, you're going to lose.
So I thought of the flyer just said snacks. Are we having snacks or are we having food?
No, I think food. That's probably pizza.
How
Huh?
much was the burrito one last time?
Oh, that was cheap. 750, I think.
Why don't we do that?
Do that one again.
Yeah, I think we do that a couple times.
All right.
Like, because we'll have the July one in the middle,
Yeah.
and then people will forget they had burritos last time,
All right.
unless they give us burritos in July, which I hope they don't.
I'll tell Scott.
Look,
Wow.
don't-
He hasn't promised. We got to set up a meeting.
I have a meeting with him. I think it's next week.
Oh, okay. Let me know.
Yeah, it's the quarterly one.
I have more soda. Do you want soda?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it the 16th.
All right. April
16th at 12. April 16th,
16th,
12 o'clock.
12. And you
We'll
don't
meet
know
over at
same place?
whatever the
Same
thing.
place.
Mendocino.
Aggravated.
No, the Mendocino farm.
yeah.
No food
Oh,
yet.
it's the best.
What do you mean there's no food at the Agri-Hood? I saw
Well-
artichokes.
Oh, yeah. Can't order it very well and eat it.
Oh, speaking of which, then is this budget meeting for everybody, like other districts?
Yes.
Or
Anybody
Yes.
can
Okay,
go.
then my other question was, then should we just hold off on the Italy gift card since we're having outside people?
It's a good question. Because we don't want to give our stuff to
I
non-residents.
mean, and that's
our
that,
people.
it's only $50, but it's $50 we can use somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if we're getting people from other districts,
We put them on the special list.
Yeah, sign in. Are you a resident or no? Check the box.
Yeah, that's probably I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I mean, we don't want to sound cheap because
Yeah.
they're always open. Anyone can always come.
That's true.
yeah.
They are always open.
because I just need to know so I can get them if we're gonna do
If
this.
they do it, they're always open, and we may see them again in other meetings.
It's
And
goodwill, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine, that's fine.
But so we're gonna advertise it on Nextdoor and Facebook and whatever.
We'll do flyers. I got the
Yeah.
flyer written up, but I gotta hold off till I get the ad. I told her, I said, look, I want to go to the printers Friday, but can you get it to me by tomorrow? She goes, oh, put me under stress. You get till Friday, I guess. So we'll see.
So we still have a website, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I was thinking of calling or emailing PNRS and saying no, we are not going to have. We're going to have you speak in July. We don't. I don't. I think this meeting is going to go long just because of the accident in 826 Winchester
And because it's the mayor.
and the mayor. Yeah, I
So
think
no Susan,
no Susan. Yeah,
no assembly, no, just it's
just them.
Mulcahy and Matt, and that's it.
Yeah.
Tell me about the accident. Did I miss that or
It
something?
was on email, what's going on, maybe.
Yeah, so it's right over
Oh,
here.
it's a terrible accident. It's terrible.
Was it off of Winchester or off here? or
No,
was it on Monroe.
Monroe.
Is that why the speeder thing is over here
Serious,
now?
Yeah,
serious
yeah,
injuries.
and it was right on Cherry Stone.
Right, yeah.
There's a gated. You can't see it because there's like ferns growing and stuff, so it's kind of blended in. But there's an iron gate that's like 6 feet tall, and they got hammered into the iron
Into the gate.
into the gate. The gate's busted.
The
Two ladies.
vehicle ran into the gate?
With two ladies
Was
between them.
standing-
Well, there was an accident, and then when the car hit the second car, and then the second car
Got knocked
hit
into the
into
gate.
the lady.
Oh, so it like deflected into the lady. Oh, so they didn't like run off the road and hit him. It was an accident and then
the
and then
second
that hit.
that was hit. Yeah.
Secondary.
I mean, initially I thought it was. I don't know if you guys know, but every day the adult school, they walk.
Okay. Oh, I
And
think
that's what I thought it was one of the students.
Yeah.
Well, they're adults
Yeah.
that have special needs. And because they walk every day. And my
they walk down to the shop
initial-
sometime. I see him.
Yeah. And that was my initial thought was it was one of those folks, and it wasn't. It was just two ladies taking the morning walk. I mean, there was sirens and there were ambulances and police cars and fire trucks. They closed off at Sunny Vista, they blocked it off, and I don't know where they blocked it off further down, but I mean, it was went on.
What date was this?
Hmm?
What date
A
was
couple,
it?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
A couple weeks ago.
At least two, probably three.
What did somebody do? Run into a yard or?
Well, yeah.
Well, the fence stopped them from going into the yard.
But the two cars hit each other, and one of the cars hit the ladies. Bounced off the car and hit the ladies into the fence.
And they were pinned against this gate, I guess.
And there, nobody died, but they're in bad
They're in
shape.
bad shape.
Yeah.
Are you still in bad shape?
I think they're stabilized. I think they're gonna make it. Yeah.
Do you know how the accident happened? Was it like a left turner and they hit, or
I think
How
it
did
was
they-
a left, no, a right turn. I think it was a right turn because it's,
the right turn and then somebody?
Did they say it was speeding and stuff like that?
I'm assuming, yeah, I don't have the police reports. I don't know.
Guess we could look it
These
up.
are all questions everyone's gonna want to know the answer to.
Yeah, but they just better be ready to answer that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I guess-
they all know. They all
Well,
know.
and I don't know if you saw, they have two metering strips on the road as well, besides that traffic sign, speeding sign.
Yeah.
Got the little red and blue lights flashing at you when you come down the street.
Well, I will
Over
tell
on
you,
Monroe.
the
Oh.
the
Yeah,
mayor,
it's a speed counter. Like
Oh,
two
yeah,
streets down.
that, I just saw that today.
Yeah, I probably just got put up there,
Yeah.
but there
Yeah.
there are traffic counters on the ground. I don't know if that's
Oh,
because of
okay.
that
I
too.
mean, they speed all the time.
Yeah.
And on the weekends, it's worse. Because I'm right on Monroe and it's like Le Mans. It's awful.
I've been to Le Mans. It's not.
I slow down to 70 when I'm on.
I did talk to the mayor's aide, and they said they got 12 emails from different people about this accident, so they're well aware of it.
Okay.
So, and I'm assuming they CC'd Michael Mulcahy on it, and I got maybe out of that 12, like 6 came to me. So I'm well aware of it. And they had pictures
So
and
we're
videos.
still gonna do the sign in.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm just
Everything stays the same.
Okay.
Everything stays
Okay.
the same.
When's the next?
28.
Yeah, April 28th. Yeah. And I talked to the Tim, the guy down at the school. He said, yeah, I'll set up for you. And I said, well, let me know if you need help. If you're not going to be there, let me know. I'll go there early because I got caught my pants down metaphorically.
Yeah, we did.
Are they able to make more space? Because it seems like other stuff.
He
is furniture.
said they had 3 offices there, and now they're down to 1. And he said, I'll push everything to the side. And I said, hey, look, we're expecting 100 people. So. All right. Oh, wait. For burritos, same as last time?
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
good.
Same.
Did we run out? last time?
No,
No, okay.
We were low, but we didn't run out.
Okay.
There were
Do
just a few left, right? There were.
you run out of
some left,
anything,
right?
like any one flavor?
Chicken, like,
I think veggie was the one we did not run out of.
Maybe we do a little bit less on the veggies.
well, veggie was near minimum anyway.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
but I think there was
the
chicken
chicken-
left over. Not
I
many.
think that, yeah, I think
I
there
thought
was
there
a
was
couple
veggie.
chicken and veggie. I thought the veggie was all gone.
There weren't many, so I
There,
don't.
well,
yeah.
there were like
like how many
10
total left? Like,
people. Yeah.
like 10 halves left over? Total?
less than 10.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
so we were pretty
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
All right, let's just stay the same.
Yeah, keep it the same. Yeah, that's good.
All right, same order.
One time we had like 30 things left of something. I don't remember what meal it was. We had a lot left over.
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
that
we
was
were
the
low, but
July
we were not,
meeting.
we weren't that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
right.
my God, there was
There's so much food
boxes
left over.
He brought 450 burritos.
What are you doing?
There is no way we're gonna eat that many.
I mean, I
He
think-
even took like 50 back with him.
I know. I
Steve
just,
Bowman took a box full and people were just filling up,
That
you
was
know, I mean,
great.
Oh, yeah.
just everywhere.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're on to open forum.
I have things.
All right, go ahead.
All right, this is because I have the notes from all of our past meetings, so nothing ever dies. One, like 3 meetings ago, we talked about compiling questions and highlighting top concerns
Hmm.
for BCI.
Mhm.
So I think Ken.
I need to
you've
finish that
been-
up.
Okay, cool. So that's.
Mom, can
ongoing.
get on it.
Yeah.
Lana's not
What?
here, but
What? Yeah.
she was gonna talk to see if we can get the garden folks, but she's not here, so we'll follow up next time. Kirk,
Uh-oh, what'd I do? Didn't I do?
did you want to give an update about the new coffee shop
Oh, sure.
at the place? I don't know if they're gonna do it.
Like right
I
here?
No, no, no,
just
like
heard
at the meeting.
Oh,
The-
okay.
Rave
The
reviews.
academy or something?
Yeah, it's the academic.
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 There are
Um,
lines there every day.
Where's this?
It's right there.
It's an neighborhood.
Oh,
Around the
okay.
corner of the
Oh,
there's a building on the south side.
Yeah, you got the corner of the agri-hood, and then at the far end of the agri-hood, there's the coffee shop
Yeah, coffee
Alright.
shop, and there's a community room in
on
there. and
Winchester.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
and it's-
So,
Rave-
yeah, just to
rave
share with the
reviews.
neighborhood,
Sure.
if you want
We've been there about a half a dozen times.
Really?
Oh,
yeah, it's
That's
it started
Well,
downtown San Jose.
I used to
Very
walk
popular.
to Pete's,
Very.
Where's the
and Pete's is at the end of Santana Row.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
then,
right.
but this one's closer, so my wife said, let's just go there.
And it's local. It's not Pete's. Come on, it's a
Right.
local
He's kind of
academic.
local as in the Bay Area. Okay, no.
But it's,
Um,
it's not a lot. It's not a franchise, but
I
it's
think-
corporate.
Yeah.
It's not
Um,
family
Not a
owned.
franchise?
No, I don't think it's franchise.
Okay.
2 more topics that could go to the neighborhood that are not on the agenda for this.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm not going to be here.
Okay. Then
Wait.
I'm going to be in Florida
Wait
Oh,
a
for the
minute.
next meeting?
for our general meeting.
Oh, for the general meeting. Okay.
so
Oh crap! Who's gonna? You use?
I sent an email saying I'm not going to be here. If you need it, you got to let me know.
All right. All right.
But you can listen. If it's the mayor, if the only people on the mayor and these guys, they'll bring their own stuff.
All right.
I guarantee they got a computer and a projector.
All right.
Have them do it, and that way you don't have to deal with it.
Kirk.
I think you should not
At
worry about it. You set up mics and that's it.
You're gonna have refreshments.
I'm just wondering who's gonna send
I'm
it
not
to.
going to be here.
I know, but there will be.
There will be. Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. I already bought the water.
Yeah, he's got water
Oh,
or
the water.
juice or something.
the laptop
Yeah,
projector. Okay.
I'll let me do that.
And just tell them there's no problem with them doing it. They
Alright.
do this all the time.
I'm just wondering who's gonna stream it to Facebook.
That is the problem. We won't be able to stream it
All right.
unless I can give you my rig and you.
I should be able to do it on here, right?
The camera is not
Oh,
usable.
all right.
We can talk about that offline.
Yeah.
I can help with the tech.
Okay.
All right.
So
Thank you.
so if you want, I mean, so what I do is your Facebook page open. Like
I can help with somebody using somebody else's hardware.
oh yeah, okay. Got it. I if you want, I leave on the 22nd.
I don't do
Alright.
Facebook.
Okay, but I do.
I do.
And I'll set it up so I can just show you how to operate. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it.
You have a good camera and stuff.
No, I'll give you my stuff.
Oh, okay.
But just it's my account. Don't mess around. Just run the thing and then shut it down.
All right.
Political statements.
2 more topics that we could prepare for future meetings is earthquake brace and bolt talk. I don't know if Art, you got a chance to talk to the Spates.
Nope.
meeting. Okay. And then it doesn't have to be now because we have months. And then fire hardening houses, asking the fire department to see what we can do for safety protection.
All right,
That wouldn't be for this upcoming meeting because we got a packed agenda.
right.
Just notes from the past.
Is that for July we're talking about?
Yeah.
The fireworks? Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring a fire engine.
Yeah, I mean, we're right in the middle of fire season.
Right. Mhm.
Okay, that's it
Yeah.
for open forum. Thanks.
All right.
So back to I'm not gonna be here saying about the aggregate. You want me to maybe reach out to Vince? And then maybe he can talk about it?
On July?
No, the one, you said the one coming up you're talking about, or you want to talk about in July? The coffee
I
shop.
mean, it did just open, but
It
if we
just
just say like, there's a coffee shop that opened.
I don't want to mess with this one. Let's leave this alone.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're keeping it very.
okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? All
Rita's
right,
got one.
Rita, go ahead.
I'm looking at the flyer and I really think this is great. I like what you did on the second page where you've got the upcoming meetings. I think that's excellent because, I fill out my planner in advance. So I think other people will appreciate that too. Good job, Art.
Thanks. I got to add an ad to that at the bottom, but other than that, that's what it's going to look like.
Can you message St. John to let him know to update the website?
Okay.
Please.
And to put it on Nextdoor.
I think Art does that. You
Oh.
put it on next door?
If he doesn't, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be a little tricky this time because my van is gone. I no longer have a van.
Uh-oh.
So it's all going to be in my little,
On your bike?
no, I got a Chevy Bolt, maybe half the size of the van. So
I have a pretty good sized trunk, a trunk.
yeah, but you have to get there pretty early.
Yeah, but I can take you and we can load, and then I'll go with Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Are you PA custodian?
Yes.
PA
So
custodian.
give the
Yeah.
speaker and mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. If I can get it all in there, then
Okay.
You can borrow my Prius.
I don't think that's much bigger.
Borrow my fit.
Anyone have a Mini Cooper? Borrow my SWAT.
Those Mini Coopers hold a lot.
Really?
Yeah, they do. They're deceiving.
Okay, so I got to mention, I got a call today from Lindy Hayes, and she got a call from VCI. You already know this. So I guess Michael McGahey called him and said, "Look, there's no way this is going through. Just not going to happen."
Oh, he said that to him?
Yeah. And he said, "You need to talk with the Cory Neighborhood and find out what they want." And he called Lindy. And but you're not a spokesman for concerned Cory. But so Lindy called me and goes, "What do I do? What do I do?" And I said, "Do it. I mean, communication's good." And she asked me if I'd go. I said, "Yeah, no problem." So right now, the code, the building code, what is it?
The general plan piece or no?
You can
For the
only go
zoning?
50 feet.
50 feet is
That's the maximum.
Yeah.
And so
For
basically,
that zone?
what?
for the
That
for
zone?
business zoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, they're gonna say, well, obviously, we want you to stay within these guidelines. You got 50 feet, which is 5 stories, roughly.
Yeah.
Depends on
Barely.
Yeah.
Like 4.
Yeah. So maybe for it depends on how big the retail is or
Usually
whatever.
Retail's like 10, 12 feet.
Yeah. So so I just said, yeah, let's just stay within the rules and go with that. So most likely then, I mean, let's face it, we can kiss the park goodbye. They're not gonna do. They're gonna expand
They're
out.
not gonna do anything.
Yeah. They're gonna build a square box. I doubt they'll have underground parking.
So I'm confused. Is Mulcahy delivering a message from council?
I'm assuming.
I didn't hear about
Doesn't that
anything
have to
like
go through the planning?
Yeah,
commission?
I don't think he has the authority to just say, you
Well-
don't get to do
Well,
this.
then he hinted to him, said, "Look, I've been talking to, I'm just telling you, this is what most likely is going to happen."
From what I've heard is that they've accelerated decision making. Now, what you have, this information may be an update from what I had heard,
All right.
but they were accelerating the decision and basically bringing it to the
Gotta go to planning commission.
the
first,
planning
right?
commission next month, I think, and then
Okay.
the following month going to
So that email that
Going
you
to
sent
council?
today, Ken, is a separate thing.
what's that? Yes,
The email is
right.
separate
That's
from.
just VCI reached out to me
Okay.
and Greg and just said, hey, we want to grab coffee
And it's a new
go and
name.
chat with us.
It's a new
And it's
name.
Milo.
Yeah, he reached out to me because and not as a Cory person, but as a Winchester Knack person.
Oh, okay.
And I basically said Winchester's Neck's kind of on ice since COVID, and so I can't help you with anything from that capacity. So
Yeah.
I didn't. That was my message to him.
So there's it's gonna be a coffee shop somewhere?
Yeah.
There is a coffee shop.
Okay, that's.
Kathy. There's some BCI workings happening and neighborhood communication.
Yeah, so more, I don't even know.
So they're doing an early consideration decision. And so it's going to go to the May Planning Commission and then the June City Council. So I
Okay,
heard, but that was like a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
So I don't know if this is.
I
yesterday
doubt
or
it can
that.
be much quicker than that. That's pretty
Fast.
quick.
Right.
yeah.
But that I would assume that they would. They do. San Jose does general plan amendments once a year. You got to apply for that and get heard. And for whatever they're doing, there's no way they can do it in the current general plan. They'd have to get, plan development or something like that if they're going to do something like that.
Yeah.
So if they're doing this, maybe that's their way of.
They'd have to get
Shutting
a
them down.
zoning amendment too.
Yeah, well, that's all part of it. Like the plan development will allow you to deal with zoning and, as part of the permit, it'll bake a project into a site, not just give you guidelines. So if they are not doing that, which it sounds like that maybe they're not, or not able to.
Is zoning that easy to change?
I don't think so.
Well, in San Jose, again, to change something like a general plan or a zoning like that, that's usually very structured, formal, and it takes. They do it very limited. Like Santa Clara is different. They can do it any council meeting. They just kind of do it. No
You
big
just
deal.
pay them off.
Yeah, right. You just,
I saw your
get the
Facebook.
49ers rate.
Just bring in the briefcase.
You get the 49ers to get on their side. But if they're going out of the bounds of what's already allowed, there's a very formal process to do that. And San Jose is very rigid. It is not flexible at all.
Okay, so it's not.
Well, other than they do this, the early consideration is an exception to fast track something. That's usually if they want to get it done, not kill it. So I'm surprised, and usually you have your ducks in a row, like they've done the EIR, they've already figured it out, they probably met with the community, there's support, in this case, not support, so maybe that's the reality. I don't know. So, but I mean, I'm speaking just from opinion, so there's no fact in anything I just said in terms of what this is going through or anything like that, other than what Ken just said.
You can't use it as legal advice?
I am not a city planner. I do not provide any legal or accounting.
So I posted that on your Facebook.
All right,
You guys
any other open forum?
And after your meeting, could you just fill us in about
Sure.
what happens and,
Yeah.
and what they're saying? And I don't know that it's going to affect anything, but I think
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
I don't know how much
Informed.
information they're giving me versus how much opinion they're just asking of me.
Yeah.
But I will attempt to ask questions. We'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if I get any answers. Like
Yeah.
I'll ask them about the Delmas, fiasco. It's like,
Yeah, and you said they were doing another project right now, right? They were
right.
They
So
have
over near the stadium, near Great America, they're converting just a large single family home to 8
in Santa Clara. You're
two-stories
talking
in
about.
Santa Clara. Right.
Okay.
And that's a rezone to, something else. But all of the houses around it have pretty much already done that. So I think that's going to go through really easily.
Yes, and like I
So
said,
they can do rezone, but
Santa Clara
it's
they
in
do it
keeping
very
with
easily.
what's
Yeah.
already out.
Maybe too easily.
Yeah, very
Okay.
easily.
Maybe too easily.
Yeah, it's become a little more formal, but it's still pretty. It's nothing like San Jose. San Jose is incredible. Like if you miss the window to get a general plan amendment, you got to wait a year. Like if you miss that date and you're not scheduled for, you don't have anything lined up, you
Is
might
that a
kill your
good thing or a
project.
bad thing?
I think it's a terrible thing because it doesn't allow any
Doesn't-
flexibility
Flexibility.
in terms of what you're just, a year, a lot can happen in a year.
Yeah.
And like look at financing and all this other stuff. Your
It takes
loans might
years for
vaporize.
tariff laws to change.
Right. So anyway, I don't support what San Jose does. They just do it.
All right, anything else for open forum?
Weeks for tariff laws to change.
Hours. Hours.
Yeah.
Minutes,
Six
seconds.
6 hours.
Same day.
All right, with that, I got 7:31 as an end.
Short meeting.
Short meeting.